Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. My report po is about criteria in choosing appropriate assessment tools. Assessment methods for collecting information to determine the extent to which students demonstrate desired learning outcomes. So, we have strategies, techniques, tools, and instruments. So, teacher need to select tools to assess student achievements in the target outcomes. The selection of tools involves a process to obtain detailed information and the need to keep the process visible and manageable. Student learning styles vary widely and their strengths and challenges with respect to assess vary as well. According to Merens, as cited in McDewitt and Gibson, in its broadest sense, the purpose of any assessment is to gather data to facilitate decision making. However, many kinds of decision and many different types of information may be gained from the use of tests and may serve to facilitate decision making. The following may be considered in choosing appropriate assessment tools. So number 1, goals of assessment. Ito yung to gather relevant information about student performances or progress or to determine student interest to make judgment about learning process. So number 2, methods of assessment, either direct or indirect. So mamaya po natin itatakal yan. Tapos the interval in giving assessment. So, ito yung period or time na binibigay sa isang assessment. Irasian 2005. One of the challenges for beginning teacher is to select and use appropriate assessment techniques suited to the learner's need. During teaching, teachers not only have to communicate the information they planned, but also continuously monitor student learning and motivation in order to determine whether modifications have to be made. Borko and Livingstone, 1989. Beginning teacher find this more difficult than experienced teacher because of the complex cognitive skill required to improvise and be responsive to student needs while simultaneously keeping in the mind the goals and the plans of the lesson. So observation and questioning are the informal assessment strategies teacher most often use during instruction. Examples of direct methods. So, pag sinabing direct methods, ito yung looking at actual samples of student work produced in a courses. So, ang mga examples niyan ay yung examinations, mga written assignments, oral presentation and performances, portfolios, score gains between entry and exit test, tapos may thesis and dissertation, and etc. Sa direct methods naman po, ito po yung nagre-require that faculty infer actual student abilities, knowledge, and values. It measures information quickly but not provide real evidence of student learning. Example po is yung student satisfaction survey, mga surveys of student alumni, exit interviews with graduating students, tapos mga student participation rates, reflective essays, data and placement, and etc. The teacher may consider the following characteristic in selecting appropriate assessment tools, whether conventional or ICT-based assessment. So, we have measure the desired level of performances. Ito yung mga levels of satisfaction, productivity, efficiency, and student performance. So, yung cost, effective in terms of effort, time, and money. So, tinanong na yan ni Sir Marky noong last Saturday. Tapos, another one is reasonably accurate and truthful, dependable, consistent responses over time. Creating and utilizing rubric. Rubric is a set of criteria used to determine scoring for an assignment, performances, or product. Iyon yung statement of purpose or function. Ito rin yung tinatawag na criteria sheet, yung grading scheme, and scoring guide. So, rubric can be used to score many kinds of written assignments or exams, papers, speeches, or e-portfolios. There are two types of rubric. Ito yung analytic rubric and holistic rubric. So, analytic rubric describe work on each criterion separately. It utilizes separate, holistic rating of specific characteristics, products, or behaviors. Ito yung ginagamit para makapag-provide ng feedback on area of strength and weaknesses ng isang student. While holistic rubrics naman is describe the work by applying all the criteria at the same time and enabling an overall judgment about the quality of the work. It utilizes holistic rating for a product or behavior. Yung parang nag-i-scale ka na, for example, 1 to 5, based on an overall judgment of the student's works. So, technology can be used for accessing student learning in various purposes. Ito yung according naman kay Bulama, Bukar, Pelo, and Baba EV, 2016. By using technology daw in managing assessment information data can be presented in different ways to meet the needs of the students, teachers, and administrations. May mga electronic assessment tools na ginagamit ngayon yung mga teacher to promote deeper and more effective learnings. Merong CBA or computer-based assessment. An electronic examination tulad ng pina-exam sa atin ni Sir Marky last Saturday sa Google Classroom. Mabilis yung pagsagot at the same time mabilis rin yung resulta. Tapos, may CBT, computer-based testing or e-exam, a test conducted using a personal computer, PC. Dahil innovated na yung mga assessment method na ginagamit ng teacher nowadays, kaya ini-implement na rin nila yung mga computer-based testing. Yun nga, yung katulad din yung kay Sir Marky nung Saturday, diba? Tapos, panghuli, yung PPT or paper pencil test. This is the common assessment procedure utilized by teacher to gather formal evidence about pupil learning. Ito naman yung general assessment tool na very common na ginagamit ng mga teacher inside the classroom or any learning environment. Sa past lesson po natin, napag-aralan na po natin yung electronic portfolio or mga e-portfolio. So, may mga different types of portfolio. Ito ay mga ideal portfolio, showcase or professional e-portfolios, documentation portfolio, mga learning portfolios, and evaluation or assessment e-portfolio. Yung ideal portfolio, it contains all work of student. It is not given to provide student a grade. Ideal portfolio, so ibig sabihin conceptual portfolio lang siya, mga theoretical portfolio, yung parang sarili lang nating opinion, sarili lang nating haka-haka, na tapos ipopost natin online, may mga audience, so yun. Then may showcase and professional e-portfolio. Ito naman yung primarily a way to demonstrate or showcase the highlights of the student academic or career. Ito naman yung to demonstrate the higher level of achievements attained by student. Showcase or display ng best work ng isang student. Tapos, yung mga learning portfolio naman are typically created by student as a part of learning activity as a way to demonstrate learning and the learning process. It is also often shared with other students to elicit peer feedback online. Ito yung mga online profile na makikita ng audience to measure the quality of your learning through evidence provided. Kasama na rin yung mga intentions and ambitions ng author. Tapos, may documentation portfolio. Ito naman, it involves a collection of works over time showing growth and improvement reflecting students' learning and identified outcomes. Ito yung individual projects na nagre-reflect ng yung specific purposes. Yung pag nag-revise or yung nag-edit ng course, yung pag nag-a-analyze ng potential audience, yun. Dito rin nagre-reflect yung sarili mong learning experiences and yun, yung mga learning outcomes mo. Tapos, lastly, is evaluation, assessment, e-portfolio. The teacher may utilize this for both formative and summative assessment feedback. Ito yung student-selected samples of work experience and documents na nagpapakita na na-achieve mo yung certain goals. Baby, including student efficacy. Thank you po. Thank you.